this is NASCOM, and I know it's all about numbers and creating numbers, but the important thing is there are people behind it. And I put in a lot of emphasis in terms of people value and what we do for people, and I think it's the artists that really make a difference to the productions that we work on. So we go through a lot of internal training and processes. Rhythm and Hues was set up in Bombay about close to 9.5 years. We started with a very, very small group of people, of like 3 or 5 people. We identified very simple tasks that we can do. We didn't want to, take a big pie. We didn't want to take a big bite into what we were doing. So we started very small, and we did some simple composites later on. And gradually we went into camera tracking and match moving. Today I would say that all the 4 facilities are actually like one unit. We just think of it as, it's one unit but at different locations. And that's the structure of RNH. They're very highly networked, as I mentioned earlier. We have our own proprietary software that we, kind of work on. Because every time we do a project, the client comes up and says, what can you do more for us? And so it's easier for us to have our internal people that will create what our artists need. So technology is actually driven by creativity. I don't think technology leads. I think creativity leads, and technology supports creativity, and I think that's very, very important to understand. That's us celebrating our Oscar Festival Fever in India, which we won an Oscar for the Golden Compass. That's Bill Westenhofer, who came down with the Oscar. That's all of us at the Hyderabad facility, just having a good time and celebrating. I'm going to quickly also share a little bit about Rhythm and Hues and what we do. It's very, very important. I once asked John Hughes in terms of what he thought was important, and he said, it's good that you've set up a studio, but it's not good that you're not giving back to the community. And when this comes from your top level person in the studio, I think it changes everybody. So we decided that it was very, very important, instead of being beggars, and I use this word beggars, instead of saying what is in it for me, I think it's very important to say, I have everything I need, I'm in a position to give back. And just today when I was talking to a couple of artists in our office, that's exactly what they said. I said, hey, I'm going to NASCOM, what should I say, what should I speak? And they said, tell them that you've got a lot to give, and that you're willing to give, and there's very little to ask for. So I think all of us individually should be in a position to give back to the community as much as we can. Not just the animation and the visual effects community, but also in terms of, doing something to the neighborhoods that we live in. So these are often kids that we bring into our studio, I think once in 6 months or once in a year, and we share our time with them and do some workshops for them. We're also very, very involved in a lot of outreach programs throughout the year. We actually bring in a lot of students and do, for free, we invest about 3 to 4 months giving them apprenticeship training programs. So, we actually give them a stipend and we teach them what's important. We keep a few of the kids, and then the rest of them, we send them out back in the industry. We're just kids having a good time at our studio. I think this is ASIFA International. I'm also a part of ASIFA India, where I help and do a lot of outreach community activities. We've been doing that for the last 10 years in India. I'm very happy to be a part of that. I'm going to show you the reel. Do we have the lights off, please? साउंड कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा। One second. Sorry, the laptop sound went bad. better now?
Yep. Yeah.
Thank you. is all about rhythm and hues and, you know, our presentation. I have been requested to keep the presentation short, but I'm going to show you quickly one commercial that we did here in India. I'll show you one quickly. It's just 1 minute. I'm sure most of you must have seen this, just because we're also talking about India.
कोई मतलब छोड़ो मैं so much देखा जी एक बार गलती से उस एड पर नहीं दिखला दी और फिर पीछे पड़ गया
So that's the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I'm very, very fortunate to be where I am, and I don't take what I do lightly. I think very few people get to do what they like to do, and you know, and still get paid very well. So yes, thank you once again for being here, and I hope we'll talk.
But you'll indulge me because I have a slightly different take. So thank you for being here. My name is Akari. I'm with a company called MPC, which is in Bangalore. And let's begin. The initial, you know, the topic was a little puzzling for most of us because it was, you know, will the next avatar be from India? Dr. Nagarajan has been, you know, he's done the pros and the cons, and he's done the analysis. Me, as far as I'm concerned, you know, there are kind of two things that we need to ask about this question. One is the question, the fact that when we say will the next avatar be from India, will avatar be produced here locally? I don't know. This is not the forum to answer that question. If on the other hand the question is that will there be a film like Avatar for which India will do VFX? Well, there, you know, considering the fact that we've seen the showreel that you know, Rhythm News has, the kind of work that I'm going to show you that we do, I think, you know, safe to say, wake up and smell the coffee. I think, you know, we're getting there. Yes, you're right. We have a long way to go to bridge that gap, but I think it'll happen. In life, however, there are no simple answers, and therefore, as you'll see as I go through this